want to present to you a piece that Ali Velshi did. Ali Velshi did a piece recently on regulations because this affects most of the Trump people than anyone else. Here we go. Let's go ahead and cue that.
The Trump administration has targeted a number of environmental regulations that protect the nation from climate crisis. Harvard's law school rollback tracker has counted about 85 of them. Now, existing environmental regulations are meant to ensure protections like preventing fossil fuel pollution from harming the air, protecting land and animals from oil and gas drilling, and limiting toxic waste runoff into our water. But let me break down the Trump administration's 5 environmental rollbacks, at least the 5 biggest ones in 2019. Let's start here. The administration announced plans to significantly weaken regulations on methane emissions. Keep in mind, methane is dangerous and accelerates global warming. The EPA also repealed a major Obama-era clean water regulation, which curbed the amount of pollution and chemicals in the country's rivers and lakes, which basically means more dirty water. The administration also made changes to how the Endangered Species Act is enforced. It's a move that would make it harder to protect wildlife from the threats of global warming, and it also replaced an Obama-era regulation to reduce carbon dioxide emissions by implementing a rule that would keep coal power plants open longer. And last but not least, the White House is also prepared to eliminate an Obama-era rule restricting automobile pollution, arguing that the move would boost the economy. Automobiles account for nearly 1/5 of all U.S. global warming gas emissions. So why is President Trump trying to block so many environmental regulations? For one, the administration, which once branded fossil fuels as, quote, molecules of U.S. freedom, views many of these protections as a financial burden for fossil fuel companies. Plus, the president himself has declared human-made climate change to be a hoax. And what's more, this year, President Trump officially withdrew the United States from the Paris Climate Accord, the only country in the world to withdraw. He also mocked 16-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg a day after she was named Time Person of the Year.
These regulations affect everybody, right? But ironically speaking, they actually affect the Trump voter more than anything else. Let's take the first one, methane. Right here in Texas, supposedly red country, but in areas that are even redder, we're talking about in Midland, Texas, and these areas where they have all these wells, there's a whole lot of methane that escapes as these guys are pulling that stuff out of the ground. And guess what? We have laws now in Texas that now will be able to be changed, that these subdivisions that complain about all the methane in the air, they have no recourse. Water, hey, West Virginia and coal, West Virginia and mining, all those mines are now able to release quite a bit dirtier water. And guess who that water affects? Trump's people. And you know, CO2 emissions, guess what? CO2 emissions come from the burning of fossil fuels, which means in those areas, those poor areas, those areas where the Trump people are more so than others, guess what they do? They'll have more pollution in that area, which means they will be sicker. They continue to kill his people because now they have more emphysema, now they have more asthma, now they have more of everything. So folks, a lot of the Trump people say, yes, we want to support deregulation for more business. In other words, you're trading supposedly business for your own life. The funny thing about it is not even business gets helped by this crap, just a select few.